guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to film this video for you guys. This is probably the most excited video I have done for you all up to date. I have been dying to do this and share this with you guys. So, okay, this is the follow-up to my last video that I uploaded on manifesting selling our home. I was actively manifesting with you guys my manifestation of me manifesting an appraisal of an exact amount and it coming back perfectly and our house being sold. So long story short, we've been trying to sell our home for 9 months. We've had 3 different contracts that have not gone through for one reason or another. We had an appraisal not come in high enough. It has just been the most emotionally draining roller coaster of my life. It has been crazy. So I was just like, you know what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And driving to our home, the day we were having a couple of showings, I manifested offers on our home. That's another video on my channel. And I did manifest getting multiple offers on our home. Now, I only manifested getting an offer, but actually driving there, I was like, enough's enough. We are going to get an offer on our house tonight, by tonight. I was very specific. I was straightforward. I put it out there. I was confident. I had faith. I released it. And we got not one, but 2 offers on our home, one being full price. So of course we accepted. And if you guys know, if anyone has ever sold a home before, getting an offer is just the first little step. It's just the first hoop that you're jumping through, because we had already had 3 previous contracts on our home that have fallen through. And so it has been such an emotional roller coaster, emotional high and then it falling out, and just, it's just been so crazy. So I have always believed in the law of attraction, and I've always believed in positive energy. What you put out, you get back. And I've heard people talk about the law of attraction, and about a month ago I was like, what do I have to lose? I'm putting this whole law of attraction thing not to the test, but to practice, in my life. I went 100% hardcore with law of attraction about a month ago. I have a gratitude journal, positivity planner, and I got a couple of books, and I actively practiced it in my life daily. And I cannot tell you the amount of miracles that have just happened this past month in my life, in my family's life. It's been insane. So my last video that I uploaded up was me actively manifesting a smooth appraisal. So we got our offer. The next 2 steps are your home inspection and the appraisal. Well, the buyers foregoed the home inspection. I was like, one less hoop to jump through. So all we have to get through is the appraisal. Now, these buyers were getting an FHA loan. If you don't know what that is, it's just more of a fine detailed loan. They pay attention to more details in the house, that everything's perfect, much more so than if someone was getting a conventional loan. So I thought, oh gosh, this is going to be a more in-depth appraisal. And with an FHA appraisal, even though these buyers forewent the home inspection, with an FHA appraisal, there's kind of a little inspection with that, because the windows have to be right, the roof, the crawl space, the outlets, there's just all kinds of things that go into that. So we needed an appraisal of at least $150,000 for everything to go smoothly. If it came in below that, we were going to have to go to negotiations, or they could just have walked, or it just would not have been good. So I manifested that we would get a smooth appraisal back of $155,000. I was very specific on a number. I don't know why 155, that just popped into my head, and I was like, 155. okay, I'm going with it. So I went full force with getting back an amazing appraisal, flawless appraisal, was going to come back needing nothing fixed, and $155,000. I manifested that on camera with you guys so I would have like proof and documentation, even so I could show like my husband. Just I wanted to record that, and I did for you all. That was the last video that I uploaded. And that because we had to wait like a week before we got the results back, I wrote it down every morning in my positivity planner. Like, we will get an amazing appraisal back of $155,000. I wrote it down every day. I spoke it out and I released it. That's the key to manifesting, is releasing it. So the asking and the receiving are easy, right? It's ask, believe, receive. I don't want to flip you guys off, but the middle, God, believing, that's the hardest part. Believing that it's already happened, that it's going to happen. Having the feelings of whatever you're manifesting, that it's already happened. Just having faith that it's going to work out. And my husband is more of a worrier, and he totally is on board with this whole law of attraction and, you know, what I've been practicing, but he struggles a lot more with that than I do. And I was like, don't screw this up for us. Like, leave on me. I carried it for both of us, not to worry and to have faith. Like, I just knew in my gut and my heart and my head, like, it was going to work out perfectly. I don't know how or why, because it would be like straight up a miracle if it did work out perfectly, but I just knew that it was, and I released it, and I had faith, and I wrote down with positivity and confidence, we are going to get an amazing appraisal of $155,000. So our realtor texted, it was like a week, and our realtor texted and said the appraisal came back at value, and I was like, like, you guys know, like, when you practice LOA and you pour so much into self-development, when you actually get concrete results, like, of what you've been pouring into, you're just like, hey, it works. Like, it works. I already knew that it works, but it works. Like, oh my gosh, you're like freaking out. So I wanted to know the specific amount. I knew it was at least $150,000, but it was up to the buyers if they wanted to disclose the amount to us, and they did not. Boo hoo. Because I wanted to know that it was $155,000, but they did not want us to know the exact amount. So I'm gonna go with it was $155,000. It had to be over 150, and I just know that it was the 155. And I thought, oh my gosh, like, this is amazing. But it still had to go to final review. And David was like, well, this is great, but this doesn't really mean everything's going to go through because final review. And I was like, whoa, don't even speak that. Like, stop. Like, everything's going to go great. I was like, you have nothing to be worried about because I manifested this. I have faith. I believe. I know what's going to happen. And we're already on track. Okay. I already know that what our house praised for, even though they don't want to tell us. It got to at least at value or above, which that in itself was a miracle because our other appraisal that we had, anyways. So we had to get through the final review, which was the inspection and stuff. And FHA appraisals, they always come back with something because that's their job, right? Is to find something wrong, even if it's just an outlet that's not up to code, place on the roof or a place on the house. Like, they're very particular, and they just don't come back perfect. And our realtor texted us and said, good news, everything came back perfect. And that doesn't happen. Like, FHA appraisals don't ever come back perfect. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like freaking out. I already knew it was going to happen, but when it actually happened, I was like, I told you, like, I knew it. It came back, our appraisal came back perfectly. Everything that I manifested, everything I have got in my positivity planner right here, okay? I have pages where I wrote it down before this even happened. You guys saw what I manifested the day before the appraisal even happened. Like, it works. It works. And guess what? Our home is officially sold. As of Friday, our home is sold. Our house is, I shouldn't say our home because this is our home now. Our house that we have worried about and had to keep up with, and it's another whole other set of bills. Like, all of that is gone. Like, because I believed, and guys, I am not saying, this is a common misconception I want to clear up really quick. I am not saying that when you want to manifest something, you just speak it into existence and don't do anything else. Like, that is not it. You have still got to put in every effort to make whatever you're manifesting work. You still have to work really hard. We made that house perfect. We trimmed the bushes and the lawn, and we worked really hard. But after you can do all that you can do, it's then the universe is to release, and everything is going to work out for your greatest good for everybody involved. So we did literally all, we got every speck of dust. Like, we did everything within our power uh, to make it go flawlessly. And I released it after that. And it came back perfect, of above value. And I'm just like, I want to share this with as many people as possible. So that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you. I could not wait to do this video. This is probably the most powerful video I've done to date. And like, it works. Like, it works, guys. If you just tap into your spiritual side, and this has nothing to do with religion. You can believe in whatever higher power that you believe in. Law of attraction is not religion specific. It's just, and don't overcomplicate it. I really think a lot of people try to overcomplicate this whole law of attraction thing. It's asking, believing, and receiving, and it's believing in all things good and putting positivity out there. And it's really hard sometimes to always be positive. And guys, I'm not saying you can't ever have a down day. Like, that's not what law of attraction is about at all, because I have down days. You acknowledge that, but it's what you decide to do with your downtime, your down days. So that is it. I want to spread as much joy and light around LOA as I can, and I want to help other people use these practices, because you can live your best life right now. Just being you and following your heart and your passion. So that is it, guys. Until next time, as always, leave me a comment down in the comments if you enjoyed this. I would love to hear your opinion on this matter. You know, if you practice LOA, I would love to connect with you guys. I respond to or reply to every comment on my YouTube videos. So, of course, if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe now, and leave me a comment, a thumbs up if this spoke to you. So, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.